Still love it
as always. How can
as
you not?
always. Welcome to Hobby Think Tank, episode number 478. I'm Danny, and joined by Mike Junk Wax Hero. That's the JWH. What's going on, buddy?
We're just upstairs watching the last episode, the season finale, season 3 of Lost, the We Have to Go Back episode, which
Okay.
if you haven't watched Lost, it's lost on you. But if you have, you know what I'm talking about. It's the greatest season finale up to that point in TV history. It's mind-blowing. And I've seen the show before, so I wasn't surprised, but
Never
yeah.
seen it. So
So,
I
yeah,
got
you're
nothing to add
lost.
to that. Yeah, you know what? Life in general, I'm lost. So
No
I stepped
spoilers.
out of pop culture in like 1985. I have not absorbed anything uh pop culture wise probably since 85.
Good thing we're not here to talk about pop culture.
Oh, look at you steering a ship.
Have you
We
followed
are.
baseball since 1985?
I
Brett
follow baseball.
Saberhagen, man, he went on to have one of the greatest careers of all time.
My first game was 83.
Mine was 87.
Okay.
Red Sox Orioles.
There you go.
Yeah.
So 87 was Greenwell and left, right?
Yes. Yes. He was a rookie in 87.
I
I
loved him.
remember Burks at my first game the most.
Oh yeah.
And
Ellis
but
Burks.
memories are notoriously bad, right? So I remember a game where the wind was blowing out to left, and 87 was a big home run year. Like Wade Boggs hit 24 home runs in 87.
Oh,
In my memory, the wind was blowing out to left, and there were like 15 home runs hit between the two teams, and Ellis Burks had 3 of them. And I have scoured 1987 and 86 and 88 box scores looking for anything like this. 89, nothing. So memories are notoriously bad.
wow. That's quite a shame. So you have no idea what your first game was.
1987, Red Sox Orioles.
Theoretically.
Yes.
Okay, so who would you take? Mike Greenwell or Carl Yastrzemski?
I would take Yastrzemski any day of the week.
Yeah, that's an easy
He's
one.
infinitely better. That's an easy one. Yeah. You've got some
So
tougher ones for me, though.
part of what we're doing tonight is we're just doing old fashioned baseball bar talk. You know, who would we take, this guy or that guy, and then we're going to throw in a little baseball card uh, twist at the end on whose rookie card would we take. Neither one of us know who the other person has on their list of this or that, this person or that person. And just like that example, which was a very obvious one, these should be a little bit more challenging. And we're just going to talk it out. We'll look up some numbers and have a little fun. How's Did I cover it?
Perfect. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. You want to go rock paper scissors, or you want to go first?
You go first.
You don't want to do rock paper scissors on video.
Now I have a feeling you have more duos than I have.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start with a. I'll start with one that'll kind of set the tone for what we're doing here. Would you rather have Stan Musial or Frank Robinson?
I would take Musial. No, yeah, Frank Robinson is amazing, better manager, but
Yeah.
Stan Musial, I don't know. I don't know why. Just off the top of my head,
What do you think? I wonder on OPS plus.
from Musial, I would say he's 140. Frank Robinson, 135.
So you think it's that close? Frank Robinson 154.
Okay, that's pretty good. Musial WAR 129, OPS plus 159.
It's a 154.
Yeah,
I mean, not
and
that that's the
Robinson, right?
Frank career 107 war.
Yeah, yeah. Musial tops him. Whose rookie card would I rather have? Same. It's got to be Musial.
what's a better looking card?
That's a good question. That is a good question. I don't know. Musial 24-time All-Star.
Yeah, look at Frank though.
Oh, I'm looking. 14. What a chump.
Triple Crown.
Yeah, he was all right. One of the all-time
He-
greats, no doubt. I would still take Musial over.
Two-time MVP.
Yeah. That's true.
586 home runs.
It's pretty good.
Where's Musial on that on home runs?
3-time MVP, 7-time batting title, 3 World Series titles. How many home runs? 475.
Yes, I agree with you. I would take Musial. It's close.
Better rookie. I would rather have the Musial just due to scarcity and coolness.
I, being a Baltimore fan, have the Frank Robinson
Are you
rookie.
a Baltimore fan? Huh.
It never comes up. I have the Frank Robinson rookie actually. So I've already made my. I guess I've already made my pick.
Yeah, I don't have either of them.
I know. You've got a sick Jackie Robinson that you got. I watch your videos.
Yeah, it's there somewhere above my head.
Okay, your turn.
All right, I'm going to my era. I'm going to go
Okay.
with, would you rather have Edgar Martinez or David Ortiz?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Two of the greatest DHs, the two greatest DHs ever.
Do I get to use Edgar's years as a defensive third baseman at the beginning as a positive or a negative?
It's up to you.
I'm going to play the steroid card and take Edgar Martinez.
Why would you think that Edgar didn't take steroids?
He played in Seattle. Seattle's so homely.
Yeah, A-Rod famously played in Seattle and didn't take steroids.
Not until he left.
Allegedly.
I'm just saying that's what he told me.
So which one do you take?
I think I take. Wow, that's a tough one. I think Big Poppy is the chalk. I think he's the obvious answer, but I'm going Edgar personally. Card wise,
why do you take Edgar? Why?
How many time batting champ?
2. How many time World Series champ? David Ortiz. How many clutch World Series and playoff game-winning hits?
Edgar was very clutch.
Edgar killed the Red Sox when I was a kid. I hated him. It's like 13 years old.
This is why you're going. Well, of course you're taking David Ortiz. I just realized that. Of course you are. Why don't I just do Cal Ripken versus Barry Larkin?
Ortiz, Edgar Martinez was a better hitter. There's no doubt about that. But Ortiz had the opportunities in the playoffs that Martinez didn't have, and he capitalized on them. But you
don't penalize Edgar Martinez for that.
I'm not penalizing him. I'm rewarding Ortiz.
So that's putting it over the top for you.
Yeah, 3 World Series, which he had a big part of each time. He was World Series MVP, 10-time All-Star. He was ALCS MVP. Edgar doesn't have any of that.
Edgar was a 7-time All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
The Hall of Famer. 2-time batting title.
He was great.
Oh, wait, where is this current? 147 OPS plus.
141 for Big Poppy.
Yep.
Edgar beats him in WAR too.
68 for Edgar.
Yep.
No, I stand by Edgar, but I'd rather have the Big Poppy rookie card because I think there's going to be a bigger group of buyers for Big Poppy.
Postseason batting, David Ortiz in 85 games, 947 OPS. 947. That's crazy for postseason.
It is.
Edgar in 34 games, 873. Very, very good.
Which
very
is
respectable.
And is only in a small sample size, only a couple of hits difference.
Sure.
Well, let's be honest.
Sure.
Yeah.
For me, I loved Edgar Martinez. I have Edgar's rookie card autographed, and I love it.
Very
and
cool.
I really want the Big Poppy rookie autograph. David Arias rookie autograph.
Minnesota Twins.
Yep. Prices are coming down. They are coming down fast on that. Even the 1010 PSA 10 card 10 autograph is down in the $400 to $500 range, which is still way more than I would pay for David Ortiz. But it was over $1,000 not too long ago. So
wow,
keep my eye on that.
We could have a conversation on the state of the market after that.
Market is great for collectors right now.
Yes, it is.
And getting better.
All right. Is it my turn?
It is.
Nolan Ryan versus Clayton Kershaw.
Oh, this is a really good one. And I just read a Nolan Ryan quote from a 1974 Sports Illustrated the other day, where he said he figured he had 5 more years as a pitcher.
He was only off by a decade or so.
A decade and a half.
Yeah.
Because he pitched until 93. I think he retired in 93. Yeah. Like I think Clayton Kershaw is a much better pitcher.
I believe only 2 years in his career, ERA over 3.
Yeah.
In this era.
But I would take Nolan Ryan in a first of all, you got to take Nolan Ryan in a playoff game, right? Kershaw has not availed himself well. At least he doesn't have the reputation for playoff.
He doesn't. Games. But neither does Nolan Ryan. He didn't pitch in a lot of big playoff games.
But don't you feel like you trust Nolan Ryan more than you would trust Clayton Kershaw?
Clayton Kershaw, lifetime 2.48 ERA.
In the playoffs?
No,
I just did a Jim Mora by mistake there. Playoffs?
No, in his career.
Okay, Kershaw playoff ERA 4.49.
Well, the playoffs are only a part of it. We got a whole season to get.
Yeah, so I would
look up Nolan Ryan.
I'm looking. My computer's very slow. I need to reboot it.
Kershaw has a Triple Crown, 10-time All-Star, 3-time Cy Young, 5-time ERA title, MVP.
Yeah. Look, Clayton Kershaw is maybe my favorite pitcher from the current era. He's amazing, and I love him. And interestingly, their WAR is almost identical. 81 Nolan Ryan, 79 Kershaw, 79.9, 81 to 80.
Yeah, but how many innings for Nolan Ryan?
5,386.
Kershaw has half of that and the same WAR, and WAR is a counting stat.
Right.
So
you're making my case. Oh, no, you're not. I see what you're saying.
No. In half the innings, he's got the same WAR. Think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not close.
I agree. There's no doubt. I cannot make a logical case for Nolan Ryan. Well, here's his playoffs. In 9 games, 58 innings, 3.07 ERA, 0.90 WHIP.
In 9 games, I'm talking about a career, and you're talking about 9 games? Are we talking about practice? Are we talking about practice? You're talking about 9 games?
Yeah.
You're
So
giving me 9 games.
Nolan Ryan, Clayton Kershaw is the better pitcher, more dominant,
End
great,
the end the
great,
conversation.
one of the most dominant pitchers of this era, maybe the most dominant.
Yep.
Verlander, Scherzer, or whatever. But Nolan Ryan, it's Nolan Ryan, and I get Nolan Ryan walked an insane number of batters. He
Look at
there's
ERA.
there's
Look at
all the
ERA. Look
right,
at Cy
yes.
Youngs. Look at
Yep, didn't win a Cy Young. Should have won some Cy Youngs though. But he
well,
beat the crap out of Robin Ventura.
I should have been 6'2".
I am 6'2".
Well, yeah, which means you look skinny and I look fat.
Uh,
I
uh,
want I want my height.
clearly, we both agree that Nolan Ryan's rookie card is preferable, right?
We would both take Nolan Ryan's rookie card.
Yeah.
Now,
But
do you think, and it will never be equal to Nolan Ryan, probably, there's a long-term play on a Kershaw rookie? Now, pitchers are never a long-term play, but
no. Nope, don't think so.
okay. I don't really either, but he's going to be the second greatest Dodgers pitcher behind Koufax. He's going to be the pitcher of the generation. I
Yep.
just wonder how,
If I'm an
20
owner of
years.
a team,
Yeah.
I would take Nolan Ryan in his prime to pitch one game over Kershaw because Kershaw has a history of blowing bad games, and
If
you would
you're
get a
putting a
lot of
team
blowback.
if you're putting a team together and you're doing a starting rotation,
I would take Kershaw.
there we go. All right. Your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go with, and you're gonna hate me for this, Pedro Martinez and Sandy Koufax.
Pedro's got the advantage of the length of his career and the dominance in a hitter's era. Koufax in his prime, I still think might have been the most unhittable pitcher ever. I'll take the Koufax rookie. I'll take the Koufax prime. But I'd be lying if I said that the Pedro's career probably was more dominant relative to the hitters.
Yeah, and Koufax had.
God, that hurts to say. I need a
know,
minute.
I
I'm
know.
sorry. I need a minute.
Koufax had 4 World Series titles. 4. He won Cy Young 3 out of his 4 last seasons, including his last season, by the way.
Yeah. And by the way, all with the arm that he couldn't move or use.
Right. Fun fact: in 2000, my laptop is struggling here. Pedro led the league with a 1.74 ERA. That's not the fun fact, though. If you were to double his ERA that year to 3.5, he would still lead the league.
What is his career ERA plus?
Career ERA plus is 154.
And that's the difference. 131.
He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons with an ERA plus of over 200.
Yeah.
Sandy Koufax best was 190.
Had 190 in his last season. Now,
Yeah.
what's Pedro's FIP?
Where do I find FIP on?
Right next to ERA plus, actually.
ERA plus. Fielder independent pitching is 2.91.
And Koufax is 2.69. Just, that's a stat I happen to like.
Yeah, I do too. I don't use it a lot, but so let's just explain this to the viewers in case they're not aware. It says this stat measures a pitcher's effectiveness at preventing home runs, walks, hit by pitches, and causing strikeouts. And the constant is set so that each season Major League average FIP is the same as the Major League average ERA.
So Koufax lower than Pedro on that.
I have Koufax's second year card autographed. I want his rookie.
I have Koufax's second year card with a printed autograph.
So do I.
Yeah.
Mine also has the real one.
Yeah, you know how bad I want that card. So I'll admit Pedro was as dominant as any pitcher in the steroid era, especially. His fingers are so long. He was able to manipulate the ball, and he might have had the three best pitches in baseball all at once. And similar to Koufax, probably had the best fastball and curveball for that 5, 6, 7 year run.
One of my subscribers just yesterday sent me a clip of Pedro crediting, I think it was Felipe Alou, with teaching him how to pitch using the seams on the ball better than he was before, because he kept hitting batters and he had no control at all early in his career in Montreal. And Felipe looked at the way he was holding the ball and said, "No, hold it this way." And then Pedro said it was all over from there.
Well, Ramon, his brother, was the better prospect for a while.
I loved Ramon.
Well, I mean, how can you not? Beautiful, beautiful man.
And by the way, right here, Pedro and Ramon autographed.
Oh, that's cool.
Card. Yeah, both.
You really do like Ramon.
I do.
Okay, my turn.
Yep.
Now this is one where the stats are we're not going to be able to look up. This is one that's going to take some imaginative thinking.
Okay, I'm ready.
Josh Hamilton or Bo Jackson?
Okay, so Josh Hamilton he got started late because of drug problems, I think.
Yeah.
And had a couple of unbelievable seasons.
Yep.
Shockingly good. Bo Jackson is by far the better athlete, maybe the best athlete ever.
And never played baseball full time and without football.
Right. He would play baseball, and then he would go and rush for 5.5 yards per game or something, whatever crazy numbers he had.
But he was an all-star.
Yeah. But was he an all-star because of his stats or because the fans voted him in because he was popular?
His numbers were good, and his teammates said he would have been the best player in the league by far.
I don't know. I have a hard time with that.
If he's the better athlete,
I can't look up his stats.
You can, but it's going to be slanted going on a short career than a hip injury.
No, but I can.
Bo had the hip injury. Josh had the drugs. So they both had shortened careers for different reasons.
Bo Jackson, okay, I'm looking. I'm cheating here. Had he never played a full season, maybe because of football, and couldn't get on base. Didn't hit for average.
112 OPS plus.
112 OPS plus. I love Bo. I would rather have his rookie card, and I have a million of them, of course.
Well, he was a 342 on base in 1990 on 456 plate appearances.
Yep, you have cherry picked his one good season.
No, I mean 333 the following year when he couldn't run or walk
in 23 games.
Finished 10th in MVP voting playing two sports in '89.
Yeah, that's bonkers.
I mean, just
He didn't even have a good season. He had a lot of RBIs, and voters
32 homers.
Yep, he had a good number of home.
Slugged 495.
Fred McGriff led the league that season with 36. Low power season.
Yeah. So
Robin Yount, MVP.
we'd both take Josh Hamilton, but the Bo Jackson rookie card.
Yeah. Yep.
I would have liked to see Bo be a baseball only player. I can only imagine what he'd do if he had full-time coaching, full-time playing.
He was so exciting. I loved Bo.
I was at the game where he ran up the wall.
Wow.
I'll probably tell that story every time Bo Jackson comes up.
Yep. Loved Bo. But Josh Hamilton was a better baseball player.
All right. Bo will take the Bo rookie card. All right. We're on the home stretch here. You got another one?
Cal Ripken?
No.
Or Derek Jeter?
Yeah, I know you're not even serious.
Why not?
I refuse to have that conversation.
All right.
To have that conversation.
Coward.
No coward.
Let's go with Randy Johnson or Greg Maddux.
I'm gonna see Randy Johnson suffers from the Koufax syndrome. He had years early where he was wild, and then when it clicked, he dominated
for 15 years.
Well, I'm not knocking him, but there was, Greg Maddux was better earlier.
Who would you rather have? Starting a career in their primes, starting a team.
I watched them both pitch live. Randy Johnson definitely was more imposing, threw harder, but Greg Maddux made you feel like you were going to win that day no matter what.
Greg Maddux made hitters feel silly, made them look silly.
Yeah.
83 mile an hour. Yeah.
I mean, they call a game a Maddux. If it's a complete game, I mean, think about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
4-time Cy Young, 18-time Gold Glove winner. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Randy Johnson was not a great fielder.
That's okay. Nobody ever signed Greg Maddux because of his glove.
But 18 Gold Gloves is still nice in the trophy case.
Mike Hampton hit a bunch of home runs, but nobody ever signed him for his bat.
8-time All-Star. 4-time Cy Young. 106 WAR.
Yep.
What's Randy Johnson?
101.
ERA plus?
ERA plus 135.
132.
Ooh.
FIP?
3.19.
3.26.
They are awfully close. Randy Johnson had 5 Cy Youngs. Greg Maddux had 4. Randy Johnson had 4 consecutive Cy Youngs. He also had 4 other seasons in the top 3.
Maddux also had 4 Cy Youngs in a row.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay.
And finished in the top 5 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other years.
It's close. Make your pick.
I'm gonna take. Screw it. I'm going with Maddux.
Maddux is my outside of Pedro, who I have to take because I'm a Red Sox fan. Maddox was my favorite pitcher of that era.
I was lucky enough to work there when he was pitching. It was just I have a big soft spot for Maddox. IPC the registry for his rookie cards, the 4 total.
Yep.
So
I watched a lot of TBS. I just, I wanted to watch baseball as a kid, as a teenager, and a lot of Steve Avery and Smoltz and Glavine and Maddox. Yeah, man.
Kevin Millwood.
Kevin Millwood, man, yes.
Mark Wohlers.
Mark Wohlers, yeah. Mark Lemke, Terry Pendleton. Let's
Oh,
remember some guys.
Absolutely. Fred McGriff.
Yeah. I would rather have, if we're just talking straight rookie cards, Maddox is 87 tops, but the 89 Fleer Randy Johnson with the Marlboro sign in the back, I would love to get with a clear Marlboro sign. That's what I want.
Okay. I think I'm going to take Maddox on both. Nothing against Randy Johnson. He's actually one of my favorite pitchers of all time. It's just you put him up against somebody who there's very few people I would have taken over Randy Johnson, and you picked one.
It was close. I didn't even look up stats before. I just thinking, I love Greg Maddux. Who am I going to put him up against? And Randy Johnson made sense. And then when I looked them up right here live, it was closer than I expected it to be.
Yeah, very close. And different style pitchers, which is part of the fun part of the conversation. So
give me a quick hit. We won't have a discussion, but ask me one more.
All right. I got a couple good ones here. Berra versus Bench. Berra's got 10 rings, I think.
Yeah. That's a really good one. I would take Berra.
Really?
Yeah. Bench for his offense. Berra for his career.
Interesting. Bench also had the defense.
Yeah, I know. Jim Edmonds or Kenny Lofton?
Jim Edmonds. That one catch. Based on that one catch alone.
Spectacular catch. One of my friends just recently texted me that the catch was overrated because any good center fielder would have been there a lot earlier. And I'm like, yeah, but look at the catch. Look at the catch.
Better catch, that one or the Willie Mays in the 54 World Series off of Vic Wertz.
The Edmonds.
Except,
I know the situation and the era. And guys weren't catching things like that back in the 50s.
But getting the ball back in,
was
unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. But the catch, he just laid out straight, parallel to the ground.
Willie was running full speed at a wall.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, all right. Well, guys, I hope we've started some conversations. In the comments, please tell us why we're idiots and who you would have taken. And feel free to throw out some names. We love this game. If you put it in the comments, we'll certainly put a name in the answer. Or I will anyway. Mike, I don't know if you will. But
I definitely will.
Okay. So until next time, say goodbye, Mike.
Goodbye, Mike.
That's it.
Thanks, everybody.